Start finding your purpose. That's today's subject. So I'm going to be reading an article here that might help you get a better control on what you should be doing if you don't have purpose in your life. If you're just hanging out, doing your thing, partying, having fun, doing things like that, and you don't have a purpose in your life, you should watch this video, okay? Because this video is going to have to deal with what is the purpose of life. Why is finding purpose so important? How to find purpose in 12 steps. These 12 steps, I'll read into them a little, and then I'll add my 2 cents in. And at the very end, finding purpose in life doesn't have to be so hard. So finding purpose in life is one of those things that most people want. All right. And if you're here, that's because you want the same thing. All right. You want purpose in your life, all right? And we're all looking for it. Whether you know it or not, as nice as it sounds, it can seem challenging at times. If you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about your own purpose, you might have some preconceived ideas about the purpose of life. These baked-in ideas about life often come from our family and the communities we grow up in. The purpose of our life is to get married and have kids, so they say. So, what happens when you don't want to do that, right? You've been told your whole life that the purpose of life is to get married and have kids. Well, I decided not to do that. Okay, so I understand. I go against the grain because I don't have wife and kids and a mortgage and happy wife, happy life. I don't believe in that ideology. So no one tells you what to do outside of get married and have kids. And then when you do it, it's hard because everybody else is married and having kids and you're not. You're the odd man out, okay? I'm the odd man out because I don't have child support. I don't have some woman that is draining my account or my mind because I chose to sleep with her, all right? I stay away from situations like that, okay? All right, so maybe it's earning a certain amount of money for you if you don't want family. And many women are about making money right now, and that's okay. Or achieving a certain position in society. But these types of achievements often don't bring a kind of fulfillment that comes with finding your personal sense of purpose, okay? Working at McDonald's or working at Pizza Hut or working at Tesla sounds good and all, but what about your purpose? Sooner or later, you're going to have to find your purpose, okay? Because a lot of people find their identity at work. All right? That's what they do. A personal sense of purpose is less of a specific end goal and more of an ongoing impact on the world, large or small. Purpose is the why. Like, for example, why am I making these videos? Why did I start YouTube? Why? Because I, went through abuse as a child, neglect, physical, emotional abuse. I also had some sexual things happen to me as a child as well. And I'm here to talk about it because I know there's a lot of Americans out there that have had some sort of experience with what I've gone through. And I'm making videos to help people be aware that if you went through some of these things, that there are some things that you might have learned that are wrong because no one taught you to really deal with your abuse when you were a child. For me, my parents were abusive. So when you're a child and your parents are the ones abusing you, they don't explain things. So then you, as a child, you're gonna have to come up with things on why things happen, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? So then you grow up through life making wrong choices, thinking you're making the right choices, okay? Why I started this channel is because I wanna help people get to a better sense of who they are and get to loving themselves and not taking themselves for granted and putting themselves number one. So the personal sense of purpose is a guise of our guides and sustains you day to day and through the years. Even when you have setbacks and the world turns upside down, purpose gives you stability and a sense of direction. That is why finding purpose is essential for living a happy, healthy life. If you look at your life, how is it? Are you stuck at a job that you hate? People you hate? Maybe there's ideas that you have in your mind that maybe are a great idea, that maybe you'll make money on that a great idea, but you don't go down that road because, hey, you got to work for some corporation, they say, right? Find your purpose. Find what makes you happy, okay? That is why finding purpose is essential for living a happy, healthy life. While asking what your purpose is can seem like a lofty question, it's only worth asking and trying to answer. Finding your purpose can unlock greater satisfaction and success in all areas of your life. When you deal with yourself, as far as like bad behaviors that you were doing, like for me, drinking excessively was something that was very bad. I did that for 20 years. Obviously, it wasn't healthy for me, but you know, I did those things, and I no longer have to drink to have fun in my life. My life is fun because I make it fun. Because why? Because I have my purpose, and my purpose is to do what I'm doing in front of this camera right now. Okay. What is the purpose of life? Philosophers have sought and debated the purpose of life for centuries. We won't try to answer that here. What matters is your purpose in your life. Most people will ask at some point, and maybe you're here, why am I here? It can be a scary question or a thrilling one. Leaning into the discomfort of the existential question can lead to a better sense of self. That's what we want. Get to know yourself. Many people go to work and learn things that they have to do to be successful at that job. But what about learning you? That's the most important question. Your purpose in life is as unique as you, okay? Life is as unique to you as your fingerprint. We all have a particular set of talents, experiences, skill set, and interests that light us up. Purpose is related to these, but is your reason for being. It is why you get out of bed in the morning, even when the day is dreary. You're tired, and you know the tasks and challenges ahead are going to be hard or even boring. So you power through it because you're passionate about putting out videos, reaching other people to empower themselves and learn to love themselves. And that's why I make these videos. Purpose is the long game, not the short-term goal. You never get to the end of it. However, even a strong sense of purpose can wear you down. Sometimes, you know, I make videos here, and sometimes I just take some time off to myself and get away from YouTube and then come back to YouTube. Sometimes you just got to do that. That's why ideally your purpose blends with what interests you and brings you joy. All right. So the concept is finding the overlap between what you love and what the world needs with what you are good at, and the world will pay you for it. Your craft, your sense of purpose for your passions, as well as particular considerations. If you are lucky, you might have found your ikigai through your work. For example, a doctor hopefully believes their purpose is to help sick people or to ease suffering. For others, finding meaning in our work and connecting it to our personal sense of purpose isn't so easy. Between work, family responsibilities, and social expectations, we often abandon the idealistic version of ourselves that yearns to find a sense of meaning and purpose in life. Do you find yourself there now? Continue listening, because I want you to have a better life. So, why is finding purpose important? You might be asking yourself, right? Why should I listen to you? Because your purpose is important, just like my purpose was important for myself to change, because my purpose is try to help at least one of you out there not go down the road of destruction by drug addiction, sex addiction, porn addiction, and all sorts of things, okay? That you put in your life to mask the pain that happened to you as a child. Finding your purpose in life might sound like a nice to have, but it's more important than you might think. Living a meaningful life contributes to a better physical health and mental fitness. It also reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Multiple studies have even found that it can help you live longer, and we all want that, right? Having a sense of purpose comes from feeling connected to others. Using your gifts in service of others can help you find your true purpose. So you will probably find that your purpose changes throughout your life. Continuous growth and progress can help you stay connected to your purpose. So the first step, here we go. How to find purpose in life in 12 tips. Here we go. So develop a growth mindset. What is that, right? Here we go. Having a growth mindset is linked to having a sense of purpose. Constantly growing and becoming a better version of yourself helps you identify your purpose and commit to pursuing it. To me, what that means is, I started making YouTube, and you know what? They're not the best videos. I get it. But the point is that I'm actively constantly thinking about videos and subjects that I bring to this channel so I can help someone. And that's what gives me purpose, to help other people. All right. So I try to get better at, obviously, filming, lighting, and so on every day, every time I create a video. Number 2, create a personal version statement. A personal version statement can help you manage stress and find balance in your life. It also serves as a roadmap that will guide you towards your purpose by identifying your core values and establishing what is important to you. A purpose statement makes it easier for you to make decisions aligned to your values and help you stay motivated as you work towards your goals and purpose. Number 3, give back. All right, giving back. All right, or sociality, I think, as it's known in psychology. Prosociality, that's what it is, can enhance your sense of meaning and purpose in life. This means that when you help others, you also help yourself. All right. So by me trying to help others, I also help myself by making videos, by getting better at making videos and connecting with others through this screen. All right. Look for ways to be of service. You might want to volunteer in your local community or donate your money or skills or time. Number 4, practice gratitude. All right. The prosociality study found that focusing on gratitude, in addition to acts of altruism, strengthens the participant's sense of purpose. So focusing on gratitude. You see, what I do when I wake up in the morning after sleeping, I thank the man upstairs for the AC, for my blankets, for my pillows. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. For my motorcycle, for the beautiful weather, for the place that I live, for this beautiful weather today. Things like that. Gratitude. And see how it changes your life. Altruism. Altruism is doing things for others without expecting things in return. All right. It's hard to find. Most people will like to take advantage of you because they think that, oh, look at this nice guy. And then I show my fangs and they're like, oh, you're not that nice. That's right. You fuck with me. I will, defend myself and tell you that you're messed up in so many words. Okay. I can be nice, but I'm also an asshole. All right. All right. I'm not saying that because, I'm just saying that people do like to take advantage of people that are trying to live an altruistic life. See what I'm saying? Because people are like that. They like to take advantage of nice people, but then they're like, oh, you treat me like I treat you. I don't like that. How do you think I feel when you treat me that way? Most people don't like you treating them the way they treat you. Another study revealed that gratitude activates the same reward response in the brain as personal pro-social behavior. It also found that cultivating gratitude can make you more generous and lead to acts of kindness, which we know contributes to finding a sense of purpose. Number 5, turn your pain into purpose. My abuse, my challenges in relationships and things like that brought me pain, and I'm using my pain for my purpose. That's why we're talking about number 5. We all face struggles in life. And if you're struggling like most of us, I feel you and my heart goes out to you and I wish you the best. Overcoming these challenges shape who you are. Excuse me. Let me restart this again. We all face struggles in life. Overcoming these challenges shape who we become and give us our unique strengths and perspectives. Many people ask for help when struggling to overcome a major life change. Some later find their purpose in helping others facing similar struggles. See what I'm saying? To those they have overcome. Drug addiction, sex addiction, porn addiction, FYI, maybe this is too much, but I've been celibate for 12 years. Why? Because sometimes, you just have to, I did a lot of partying and women my whole life. And I took a break because, the climate doesn't call for relationships at the moment. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So number 6, explore your passions. Okay. Don't let others ridicule you into following your passions, okay? Your passions and interests are a good indicator of the area in which your life's purpose might lie. But they can be hard to identify. They are so ingrained in our ways of thinking that we can become blind to them. If you're not sure what your passions are, ask the people who know you best. Likely, you've already pursued them in some way without even realizing it. Perhaps you are in an unofficial mentor to young people in your community. If so, that could be your passion. Number 7, be part of a community. Purpose is about feeling connections to others. So being an active member of a community can contribute to a greater sense of purpose in your life. When you find your purpose, you'll discover that there are many others out there who share your passions, interests, and values. And that's why I make this videos and channel to get other people to understand that, guess what? We need to talk about this. Not many of us talk about it. Like for me, I carried my abuse through every relationship that I had. And I made choices again and again based on what happened to me in my past. So, it's good to take yourself out of the dating game to get a hold of yourself and the things that you were doing to maybe put yourself last. That's all I'm saying. Number 8, spend time with people who inspire you, not people who bring you down, not people who think you're less or you won't accomplish this or that might be too hard. Spend time with people who inspire you, okay? Motivational speaker Jim Rohn, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, Rohn, said, "You are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with." Who are you hanging out with? And not a dig against your friends, your family, and things like that, but, are your buddies drinkers? Are your buddies into drugs, hardcore drugs and things like that? Are your friends into chasing women and just whatever? That's what you're going to be doing in the next year or so by keeping those friends around. You're going to be doing the same things, all right? So if you spend time with people who are positive and purpose-driven, they are likely to inspire you to have the same mindset. You may even discover your purpose through them. Look beyond your colleagues and family members and ask yourself who you choose to spend your time with. Evaluate the relationships that you have. Are they good for you? Is your girlfriend or boyfriend toxic, or so on and so forth? Maybe you need to get yourself out of the equation. Things like that. Number 9, this is something that I'm also doing a little more. I fail at this miserably too. I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here telling you that I'm perfect. I also have room to grow, and I make this channel to help other people start thinking about things that they might have to change their life for the better. Okay, so read is number 9. One of the best ways to expand your mental horizons is through reading fiction. It says here, nonfiction books are useful for acquiring knowledge on certain subjects. But research suggests that reading fiction may have more benefits. May doesn't mean that it does. So read what you want. Reading fiction improves your empathy. How about that? Putting yourself in someone else's shoes. And critical and creative thinking. So it improves your empathy and critical and creative thinking. This is because when you put yourself in the shoes of a character, you imagine how you would react in that situation. Reading also connects to other people across time, places, and cultures. This helps you cultivate the sense of connectedness that generates a sense of purpose in life. Number 10, we're almost done. Join a cause. We all have a cause that we feel passionately about. Perhaps you have strong feelings about the social justice, animal warfare, or the environment. Fighting for a cause ties together several of the tips mentioned above, including giving back, forming part of a community, doing something you are passionate about, surrounding yourself with people who inspire you. Maybe you want to raise money for research and so on, then do that. Find the people that will help you do that. Number 11, practice self-acceptance. This is very important. Accept yourself for who you are. Can you tell yourself, looking in the mirror, can you actually tell yourself, I love you. I am proud of you. You are amazing. You look amazing. You are number 1 in my eyes. I miss you. I love you. I will put you first. Can you do that? And if not, ask yourself why. Why? That's why I'm here, to making these channels to get you to think. That's all I'm saying. Practice self-acceptance. Here we go. Accepting your limitations can help you be kinder to yourself when things go wrong. We all make mistakes, but instead of beating yourself up for failure, try to see each setback as an opportunity to grow. That is a very hard thing to get out of, because in school they taught you, from grade school to graduation, don't make mistakes, don't make mistakes. And a lot of people are afraid to make mistakes. Man, I've made so many mistakes, and so what? I've learned from all my mistakes, all right? Some sooner and some not at all, okay? So there's room for me to grow too. But look at your lives and see if you have opportunities to grow. Self-compassion can help you become more self-aware and self-accepting. When you accept all of yourself, you are more likely to give the best of yourself in every situation. Your life changes when you put yourself first. When you allow to feel love from yourself, no one is going to love you how you love yourself. And you will not love someone until you love yourself. I promise you that. Okay. Number 12, the last one. You made it to the end of the video. And if you made it to the end of the video, give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Give us a like to help this channel grow and to tell the algorithm that, hey, we need to share this with other like-minded people so other people can get some of this so they can start helping themselves. Okay, so self-care comes in many forms, and your version of self-care is unique to, you got it, you. Perhaps you like walking in the forest. I love that. Practicing some deep breathing or journaling, which I do. And I need to start again because I haven't done it in like a month. So like I said, there's room for me to grow too, okay? Practice some deep breathing or journaling out your difficult emotions. Like those things that happened to you in the past that you don't want to talk about or you don't want to think about. Well, how about you write them down and think about it and let the emotions brew. And if you cry, let it out. It's okay. But why is self-care important? You might be asking, why is this guy full of it, right? Because when our brains are relaxed, they're at their most creative. You cannot achieve You cannot achieve or serve others when you are battling against yourself. You see what I'm saying? When I was dealing with myself, when I was dealing with my shortcomings, when I was dealing with my past, when I was dealing with the behavior that I was doing that I allowed in my life, I really couldn't help anybody, but I can now. Because I've made it through a lot. I've worked and held myself accountable for a lot of the things that I did wrong. Because I had to. Have you ever noticed that some of your best ideas come when you are in the shower? Hell yeah. That's because your minds are more open and receptive to the flow of ideas that are when you are trying to that's because our minds are more open and receptive to the flow of ideas than they are when we try to force ourselves to think. Creative thinking comes naturally when our minds are in a state of relaxation, and it can lead you closer to finding your purpose, because that's what life's about. Okay, like for me, you come from a certain background, you're expected to do this. You went to college, you're expected to do that. Like I had a friend once named Beth, really good friend. And, she went through a divorce and, one of her comments was, Mario, I did everything I was supposed to do. I did everything my parents told me what to do it a certain way, this and that. And guess what? She still got a divorce. Her husband left her, and so on and so forth. You know, I'm not saying that it was all him. It takes two to tango, but I'm just saying that regardless of all the steps that she took, that her parents told her, this is what's going to bring you success, well, it didn't work out that way. And when that divorce was done, she found her purpose. She went back to school and things like that. So Beth, if you're ever out there and you ever come across this video, I hope you're doing well and I hope you're happy. And guess what, people? You've reached the end of the video, and I will see you in another later video, okay? Have a great Sunday. Aloha.